Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and I will be your vitamin D. Look how beautiful the background is. Let me see. So these sunglasses, I got them on Amazon, and they were like 15 bucks, but it's like 400% UVA. I think that's like the ultraviolet. The other thing you should be aware of, my friend, the sunglasses industry, there is one big company that pretty much owns the majority of sunglasses. So that's why you're seeing the price of like couple $100, but monopoly is bad for the market. But then capitalism is all about the best competition, right? The best competitor. But all that aside, my friend, welcome to the Gazillionaires Club. And today, let's talk about Bitcoin, okay? So where we are today, it's the, what's happening in Canada, we know. Today it's February 23rd, 2022, okay? And what's happening in Canada, it's pretty much they consider their people to be terrorists, or they declare war on the people. And in my opinion, when laws become unreasonable, it's actually injustice. They're no longer laws. How can government consider the people to be terrorists? Imagine throughout history, people never committed genocide, only government. People never went to war with another country, right? It's always government, people in government, because at the end of the day, it's just a label. And when the people give too much power to the government, and what we're seeing with Canada, like, oh my Lord, like, what time in history are we living in, right? And it's just so absurd the way that, they get on the news and how they lied about what's happening, and with the with the convoy. And I'm like, bro, like they're lying like right in front of the people. And then we have all the talking heads, right? The talking head, you are fake news. So when we talk about central banks, right, their role is about money, but they also need the talking head to push us, to make us believe that there is a war. And then what happened is the job of the politicians, what they do is they put up a good image, and they will tell you what you want to hear, and then end up doing the opposite. So it's not just the central banks that are doing this, and there are corporation, institution, and that are involved as well, because one organization, one institution cannot pull it off. When people try to use deception, my friend, it's all aspect, okay? It's not just one. Imagine when a person is lying to you, you can easily tell. But when 10 people are gaslighting you, chances are you're not going to be able to tell. Now, with that being said, what happened in Canada, right? So they consider their people to be terrorists. And what happened is they are using, the financial tool to, pretty much the people that are protesting, they're going to seize all their bank accounts. They're going to go after these people. And, there are some companies that are standing up. And the reason why money has to be decentralized, my friend, is because exactly what's happening in Canada. We cannot let one entity control of the money supply, because at any moment, they can seize your bank account. Right before the COVID, right, there was free movement. Free movement meaning that protest people able to travel around the world, and people able to have seminars and stuff like that. It's easier to fool people than to tell them that they have been fooled. But go back to the protest, okay? Like, people were waking up right before the COVID. The COVID happened because of many reasons. Because of the money printing, because of the people that are waking up to what's really happened in reality. And also it's to what was the other one? The money printing. Oh, and the thing is, because President Trump got into office, but we could have went to war with either Russia, North Korea, or China. There was a war that was being pushed during the 2016, but I think, President Trump kind of like put the fire out on that one. And now here we are, with the Ukraine and Russia, which is really crazy. So there are companies out there, like this morning, like from the very beginning when I started learning about cryptocurrencies, right? I was like, it took me a long time to get into like Ethereum and all the other coins. At first, I was just a Bitcoin kind of guy, and I always encourage people to use a hardware wallet. I'm not a tech kind of guy, so when I first started using the hardware wallet, I was like, man, all these string of numbers, all these like phrases, I was like, I gotta remember them, and like, what if I send it to the wrong address and stuff like that, right? I was the kind of guy, I was the kind of guy that was like, yo, I just want to buy some Bitcoin, put it somewhere safe, and then I'll come back in like 5 or 10 years, whatever, Inflation. But then I've learned, well, here, but that was my strategy, right? My strategy was just to buy Bitcoin and just leave it there for another like 5 or 10 years. Now, the company that I recommended, or the hardware wallet, Trezor and Ledger. I'm a Trezor kind of guy. I love Trezor. It's just the interface so simple, and but I use both. Okay, I have Ledger and Trezor, and I use them with Casa. So Casa is one of the company from the very beginning, I recommended it because of Jameson Loeb, right? I follow him on Twitter. Like for me, like the people that I follow, like there's a reason why I follow them, because of their belief system, the way that they see the world. They want freedom, they want decentralized money, and they understand what's going on with our monetary system. And then at the same time, Nick Newman, he's the founder of Casa. And at the time, I was kind of skeptical too, I was like, because like the crypto space taught me one thing: is never to give up your private key, or or let someone else hold your crypto. But Casa is a multi-sig. So like with the gold member, you can have like 2 out of 3. So there are three keys total. One is, can be Casa. The other 2, you can use a hardware wallet. And every time when you transfer funds, you need both keys. It can be your hardware wallet, or it can be your phone. It depends on how you set it up. And I think they also have the diamond, which is like, 3 out of 5. And it depends on what you do. But I'm just a gold member because, like, for me, it's like, I don't have much, but I really want to secure my Bitcoin, whether I have a lot or not. And I love to promote companies that are actually pro Bitcoin, and kind of just help people understand what is money and drive humanity to a new phase of evolution regarding money.
老粉友谊，信我信沙 Bitcoin， 我爱你。
And yesterday, I because of what happened with Canada, how they seize like bank accounts of like of wallets for people that are involved in cryptos. And I was watching Anthony Pompliano, and there was one company that's like, hey, we don't have the authority to seize the account of the client, because we're just like, we're just like here to help people recover their Bitcoin, but we don't have like, it's kind of like a multi-sig kind of thing, right? So, but it's true, they don't, like, the only person that can move the funds or freeze the fund, that would be you, the client, because you need 2 keys out of 3. And so I emailed Casa this morning, and or not this morning, yesterday, and I was like, hey, what's happening in Canada, if government were to mandate companies in the US to freeze accounts of clients regarding crypto, are you guys going to do it? And I got the email back from from Nick and the Casa team, and and they told me that they're just a company that help to recover clients' fund. So and it's still a business. It's a physical business. So they cannot escape from government mandates. But the unique thing about with Casa is that even if they wanted to, they don't have that power, because you hold the majority of the keys, and only you can move that fund, my friend, because one key, you can't really do anything. So I think that's a very unique point. And at this point, like I was like, man, because like I used to put all of my fund in Casa until BlockFi came along because of the interest rate. Dumb bitch! And and it was like Palm, it was sponsored, Palm's show. And then I signed up and I was like, oh, it's pretty legit, And then Zach Prince, he was on the Rich Dad channel with the Litecoin community, and Flory. And then, even up to this point, I believe that they are very transparent. They help, the crypto space evolve. But then at the same time, they are not immune to government coercion. And, and at this point, I was, after with everything happened with BlockFi, I kind of took all of my funds out and put it on a private wallet. But now it's such a relief to know that there are companies out there that they have no interest of seizing the account of their clients, and they just want to help the crypto space evolve and help their clients, because clients pay money for the company to do certain things, and it's a multi-sig, company, meaning that they will hold. You can put the wallet, your Bitcoin on there, but you need multiple keys to move the fund. And it's such a relief when I got the email from Nick and the Casa team, knowing that even if government were to crack down on them, they just don't have the authority to move the client's fund, because their job is to recover the fund of the client in case they lose it, but they have no authority, no power to move it, So that's such a good thing to hear. So my friend, if you are someone like me, that I'm not a tech guy, and if you want to secure your Bitcoin, because when I first started learning about Bitcoin, I was kind of paranoid. I was like, man, that's a lot of money. What if I lose it?
But Khan, you still live in your mama basement.
In an instant, you can lose it if you make a mistake. And check out Casa, CASA. And make sure you have a Trezor wallet and and a ledger. And I still have my BlockFi account, because all of my documents are verified. I just don't put any fund on there, but I can definitely use it, borrow against your crypto assets. I still have Binance. I haven't heard anything from Binance yet, but I love what CZ is doing. Like there was an interview. It was like, I don't care about the money. The thing is, like, that's what he said, right? He just want to move this crypto space forward. And I love his message. I love what he's doing. And, I support the Binance exchange. But remember, they are not immune to government mandates, okay? They do the best that they can. And you have to understand that you have to be responsible for your money, okay? Don't rely on other people. Exchanges, centralized exchanges are good. There are certain usage for them, but when it comes to your personal money, the one thing that you should always have control over is able to move it from one place to another. And like, with the COVID, when they stop the movement, when they start censoring people, when they start, like freezing account, that you are in a bigger lockdown than just the mask and the vaccine mandates. We are they are, like, for me, this is kind of like, the end game, okay? Every aspect of our lives is being controlled, from movement to money to, to speech and even food, my friend. Wake up, buddy, wake up, wake up. Oh, it's okay, you can go back to sleep. So at this point, you gotta start taking control of your life, and you gotta make all of that happen for you, okay? Go where you're treated best. And I think, we are living in an era, like, Aquarius, and it's like, you know, it's like the system is breaking down, and that's why everything we're seeing is so crazy, because, you know, with the internet, things are being exposed. And you know, if you are still falling for the mainstream narrative, eventually you will wake up. But by the time you wake up, you are going to be the one that suffer, because you have no plan in place, and you will realize that these people have been lying to you the whole time. And you don't have to search far. Just look at history. You know, understand money. That's all I'm saying. Understand money. What's happening in our monetary system. But for those that are aware, those that are trying to wake other people up, those that are promoting companies that are actually looking out for their clients and they do what they say, and those that are in and out every day trying to help people, you know, like how to get out of their 9-to-5. I've mentioned a couple of them on my channel over and over and over. These are the people that are truly, you know, fulfilling their purpose. They live and breathe the space, and they want to help you to get out of your 9-to-5, to have a new perspective, you know, to be able to control of your finance. And once you're able to control your finance, you can produce creativity, my friend. So you know, use the hashtag Gazillionaires Club and let me know what's going on, because what's happening in Canada is really unnecessary, and you got to take control of your monetary. Okay, so much love. I will see you in the next video. Tada.